Scott, can you take us through the last play there? I mean, you think the perfect ricochet off the rim went to Mike. Take us from there.
Coach asked me to miss the last shot so that Mike could grab the rebound, or Andy could grab the rebound, and play came off well. And he grabbed the rebound, and though he got fouled, but I mean, I guess it should have never came down to that play.
Yeah. When you hold a three-point shooting team like that to 2 at 13, you would think going into a game you would be happy with that and figure you'd come out with a win with numbers like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we play hard. I mean, there's a couple of errors here and there. We just got to get our swag back. Really, that's it.
Actually, I was just going to ask that. Do you guys think maybe you lost a little swag a little bit?
Yeah. When we came out in the second half, they had a few easy baskets, a few easy layups, and that got them right back in the game. And it all actually started at the end of the first half as well. We had a nice little lead, and again, that's kind of our niche. We got to learn how to just put the hammer down when it's that time. And we had them by about, I think it was 11. Got to make that 15, 16 going into halftime. Instead, it ended up being, I think it was 5, something like that. So we got to work on something like that.
Back-to-back 2-point losses. I mean, losses, but 2-pointers are even more tough to take, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, especially losing at home. Losing out there in Canisius was a tough one. And then playing over here at home, it was a tough one as well. I mean, we didn't want to lose our fans. I mean, so I mean, it was a lot tougher here. But I mean, a loss is a loss, so 2 in a row is not good.
Because with these guys, the way around him, he could see why you'd be upset. You're right there. What did you see?
I saw Glover get fouled very hard by 2 players. Now, I can't tell you what the referee saw, but that was my view. I was right there.
Did Mike say anything to you?
Yes, he thought he got hammered too. Everyone that I know who watched that close, and we just watched it upstairs on the video, it was extremely obvious. But again, I don't know the view that the referee had.
Okay. I talked to Scotty about it, and he said, yeah, he thought it was foul, but he goes, but he probably should never have come down for that.
Yeah, but here's a question for you. Mike Glover averages 10 foul shots per game, doesn't get to the line once tonight. Their star inside player took 13 field goal attempts, okay? Got to the foul line 10 times on his 13 possessions. Mike Glover took 12 shots down there, didn't get to the foul line once, all the same possessions. So, you know what, maybe it shouldn't have been that close, but I have a hard time believing that, Mike was just missing layups. I thought he played a strong game. I thought they played a good second half. Robinson got going for them, and we allowed him to get it going a little too much at a time that we really couldn't. We were having a rough time making shots tonight. So, yeah, you'd like to sit there and say the game shouldn't have been that close. But obviously, when you're playing a good team, sometimes it happens. We've played each other twice right down to the wire. I'm going to let it go. If I say what I really feel?
Yeah, I know.
Did you expect this type of game? The first one was kind of run up and down the floor.
Yeah, actually I did, because a lot of times when the first game is like that, the second game is always very opposite of that, because that's what everyone expects. And usually both teams are working harder on the defensive end, and it's hard to shoot the ball the way both of us shot it the first game. And tonight, neither one of us really shot the ball well. We were terrible, and they were better than us, but not ready for them either.
Alejo is kind of struggling right now, last 7, 8, 9 games. Is there anything you can pin on?
I just think it's all the health. The 2 surgeries he had on his hip since last season. I mean, the kid didn't start playing till the end of November. Really, after our game started, he started playing. So I think he's going through that stage right now where he's been going for a couple of months, and it's just physically he's struggling. He's trying, and he's giving us an effort. It's just that's what he's got in the tank right now because of the injuries.
Is there a thought maybe sit him a game just to kind of get the tank full a little bit?
With all our injuries, we don't have that luxury. Pelch is out. Rod didn't practice for 5 days and plays tonight. We didn't know if we were going to have him. Mike separated his shoulder during the week again. I mean, it's just been a crazy year, and I really appreciate how hard the guys are working. I really do, and they're giving it what they have. It just unfortunately, the last couple of games it hasn't been enough, and we have to find a way to be a little bit better.
Coach, you had Jayon James play his first game tonight.
Yeah. Jayon, really, we probably would not have suited up had we not had all the injuries we have, but we need another body. And Jayon, I think, could help us, and he was a freshman tonight on the court. He can do certain things for us, and I think he'll be better as we go 2 weeks from now, where he gets a couple of weeks, and actually 2 weeks practice, only practice 2 days. So, and I knew we weren't going to get a lot, but again, out of necessity, we put him in there. I was really happy when Randy Souvray in the second half gave us a great effort, and that's something I think he can be first as an energy guy. And we have to try different things.
Losses are losses, but is it the fact that two-point losses, are they harder to
I'll tell you, this one was harder than the last one was harder than this one. Okay?
Last one was harder.
Yeah, because I think the last one we broke down. This one I thought we had a chance to tie the game, and whatever happened there. But I thought we really fought on every possession. It was a night where other guys weren't making plays, and we are what we are, and we need to get better, and we will.
Coach, it seemed like a lot of your shots came from the outside today. Kyle got hot in the first half. But you had trouble getting the ball inside tonight.
We didn't have trouble getting it in. We got it in, and then we had trouble finishing when we got it inside, or getting calls when we got it inside. And maybe there weren't any, but we got it. Mike got 12 shots up. You got to make more than 3 shots. And I think he fought and went hard. And sometimes the rim has a lid on it for guys. And everyone has high expectations of him because of the way he started. Even really good players go through their slumps, and I think right now he's fighting through one. And all I want from him is his effort, and I thought he gave us an effort. He's not out there trying to miss chippies and all, but when they're not going in, right, and Aleo's playing on a half a leg, we've got to rely on our guards who are not big like theirs, or long like theirs, or athletic like theirs. So guess what? We've got to put the 3-ball up, and if we're making them, great. If we're not, we're in for a tough night. And we've been through a stretch right now where we're not shooting the ball as well as we should be shooting, or could shoot the ball. And we knew when that happened this year it was going to cost us and hurt us a lot. And that's what's going on right now. And the guys are putting the time in. They're in the gym extra. They're doing all the right things. And again, I'm really proud of the effort they're putting in. Unfortunately, the results aren't the way that we like right now.
Did you really miss having Chris not being able to play and add to your rebounding?
Well, I think it would have just been another big body that we could have put in there and been a little bit more aggressive in there. And, when you're shorthanded and short, so the guys we went to were very small, and it comes down to a late play like that in the game where he gets 2 or 3 shots at it, and we're just, how many times are we just underneath? We're there, but they're just longer and bigger and getting it and putting it in and getting some easy ones that we don't get. And I think that's the difference in having that length and having that size, and really we don't have that on our roster, and it's an area that we have to address in our recruiting needs now that we're here with our program going forward.
Coach, what are you learning as you're going through the MAAC season for the first time?
I think I'm learning the styles of each team and what they like to do, the type of players that do well in the MAAC, and what we have in comparison to that, and what we need to get to. I'm learning a lot about different defensive and offensive schemes of different coaches and different teams, and just trying to get a feel for what teams' mindsets are, and our own, and seeing how we're handling different situations, and hopefully, as we finish up the season, that we'll be able to be a little bit better and work on our weaknesses. I thought we really defended the ball pretty well tonight. We took away their 3-point line, which is what we really wanted to do coming into this game. Unfortunately, we didn't have the answer to take away the outside and the inside. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much.